Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Got an interesting subject I want to talk to you guys tonight about this nice evening Monday night. So let's just jump right into it. Remember doing this live, guy. Remember to like the video, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. So, guys, I want to talk to you guys tonight, real quick, about one of the index funds that I am using to build my personal wealth. And that index fund is the S&P 500 index fund. This is one of the funds that I use to build my personal wealth. Um, this fund was instituted, came into existence back in 1957. It holds the US's top 500 companies in this index fund. S&P 500 index fund. It holds the top 500 US companies are in this fund. You got companies like Facebook. Did anybody think Facebook is going anywhere? I don't think so. This is not the back in the days of MySpace. Facebook is a powerhouse. You got companies like Apple in this index fund. Does anybody think Apple is going anywhere? Apple isn't going anywhere. Apple is a powerhouse company, and they are going to continue to come out with new products. They're going to be innovative, and Apple is a powerhouse for years and years to come. Do anybody think phones going anywhere? Cell phones going anywhere? Apple is a major player, and they are a major player as being a part of the S&P 500 index fund. Then you have Amazon. We all know about Amazon, fast shipping, overnight shipping. Does anybody think Amazon is going anywhere? Do anyone think Americans or anybody in any country going to all of a sudden not want fast shipping? I don't think so. So Amazon is going to continue to grow and get bigger. We are Americans. We are a nation of people. We want things now. And Amazon provides things now with fast shipping. Then you got NVIDIA, however you want to say it. NVIDIA is a major player. They are a major player in the AI field. One of the biggest AI producers of AI chips in the world right now. So anybody thinks NVIDIA is going anywhere? I don't think so. Then you got Google phones, Google search engine, cell phones, things of that nature. Just got me a new phone the other day. Google isn't going anywhere. Google, Alphabet, however you want to call them, they're not going anywhere. Then you got Microsoft. Microsoft is in the S&P 500 index fund. If it wasn't for Microsoft, we wouldn't have computers. Does anybody think computers is going anywhere? Hell no. Computers are here to stay. Everything is computerized right now. Everything. Cars are computerized. Walking around with cell phones computerized. We're walking around with laptops and iPads and Surface Pros and things like that. They're not going anywhere. Tesla, major player in the S&P 500. Guys, these are some of the big boy, what we call the big boy blue chip companies are in this index fund. More companies, like Home Depot, Walmart, they are in the S&P 500 index fund. These are big boy blue chip companies, guys. And those first seven, we call them the magnificent seven. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft. Tesla, those seven companies there, they drive the S&P 500 and market cap. Those companies are worth trillions of dollars. Those companies aren't going anywhere, guys. So that's why I personally chose to invest in the S&P 500 index fund. Those companies aren't going anywhere. So let me give you some stats about the S&P 500 index fund. Guys, remember if you're coming in, hit that like button for me, please. Hit that like button. So, guys, in the last 40 years, the S&P 500 index has only been down 9 years out of the last 40 years. And people want to say the stock market is a scam. I don't think so. I don't think the stock market is a scam. I'm making money in the stock market. Every single stock market is up and down. You got to be to ride the wave, but stock market is not a scam to me. The stock market is where wealthy people keep their money. Guys, got 5 people in here checking me out. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. Show me some love. Hit that like button. The stock market is where wealthy people keep their wealth. They keep their wealth in real estate. They keep their wealth in businesses. And they keep their wealth in the stock market, guys. There's no doubt about it. There's only 3 ways that individuals can grow wealth: investing in real estate, investing in a business, and investing in the stock market. I am small potatoes, but I've been invested into the stock market over the last 12 years. And it has been very, very profitable for me. Very profitable. You have to invest in assets if you want to live a comfortable life. You have to invest in assets. Working a job for a paycheck will keep you broke and poor. You have to learn how to make money while you sleep. And investing into assets will help you make money while you sleep. A paycheck will not get you to wealth. We have to understand that. I don't care if you make $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year. A paycheck will not get you to wealth or any type of financial independence. Why? The main driver is because the government is going to take 35 to 40% of your money. The government is going to take 35 to 40% of your money if you are just a W 2 employee working for a paycheck with no assets. The government is going to take 35 to 40% of your money off the bat. You got to invest in assets, guys, if you want to grow wealth. So let me give you some more stats about the S&P 500. So, like I said, out of the last 40 years, the S&P index fund has only been down 9 years. 9 years out of 40 years. It's only been down 9 years. Over the last 40 years, the S&P 500 index fund has returned an average yearly return of 11.6%. That's not every year, guys. I just want to make that clear. That's not every year. But the average over the last 40 years compounded 11.6%. Guys, this is how the wealthy get wealthier. They invest their money in assets. So let's just say you invested into the S&P 500 index fund. You put $1,000 into this index fund for 35 years, and you invested into this index fund with $1,000, and you put $500 to $600 a month into this index fund, in 35 years, you will have over $2.3 million. Guys, that's powerful. Compound interest is powerful. Again, you cannot grow wealth without investing into assets. You can't do it, guys. A job will not get you to wealth. I wish more people would understand this. Working a job will not get you to wealth. Guys, hit that like button. Show me some love. Hit that like button. More people need to understand this, that a job will not get you to wealth. It just won't happen. Because again, they're going to take 35 to 40% of your money for taxes off the top. You would not, you're going to lose 35 to 40% of your money to taxes. When you have assets, when you have assets, you can lower your tax liability, guys. It's true. It is true. I can go out right now. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I can go out right now and buy a new car and use my stocks in my brokerage account as collateral. Guys, we can do this even as small time investors, but you need assets in order to do it. You can't use your job as collateral. I can go out tomorrow and buy a $40,000 car and use my assets in my brokerage account as collateral. And guess what I have to pay? Just some small interest payment every month that me and my brokerage negotiate on, which my brokerage account is through Vanguard. You can do this when you have assets, guys. You can't do that when you don't have assets. And guess what? I can get that money from my brokerage account, never sell my assets because I didn't sell them. I just took out a loan against them, go buy me a new car. And guess what? No taxes paid. You know why? Because I never sold my assets. They're still there, they're still growing. And all I would have to pay is a small interest payment every single month against the loan. You know, the best part about it is don't never have to pay it off. Don't never have to pay it off. I can leave it to my children. They can continue to pay that small interest payment for a new car that I bought 20 years ago. But that's what happens when you have assets, guys. That's the beauty of having assets. Like I tell people all the time, when Elon Musk bought Twitter, he used collateral. He used his Tesla stock as collateral. He never sold the stock. So there was no taxes paid. You can't tax what he didn't sell. If I took out a loan against my brokerage account tomorrow and bought me a new car, I never sold the stocks. I can't be taxed, but I have a new car. Guys, I'm telling you, we can use these same strategies as small time investors, but you have to build assets first. So, give you some more background on like the last 5 years, guys, with the S&P 500. The last 5 years returns. In 2023, the market was up 24.23%, right? In 2022, that's when inflation was hit bad. We were down 19% in the S&P 500 index. But in 2021, the index was up almost 27%. In 2020, the index was up almost 17%. In 2019, the index was up almost 29%. And people want to say the stock market is a scam. Stock market is not a scam. Stock market has been in existence from what I looked up since the great market crash sent the U.S. into a recession was back in 1927, I believe. So from what I researched, the stock market has been in existence from at least since the 1920s, and it's still going. People are still getting wealthy from the stock market. Guys, when I started investing into this S&P 500 index fund, I started investing into it in 2014. In 2014, when I bought in, the fund was valued at 1,831 points. Let me say that again. When I bought into the S&P 500 index fund 10 years ago, the value of it was $1,831. Guess what it closed at today? 5,471 points. So I would like to say I've made a buttload of money over the last 10 years. And another reason I've made a buttload of money, because I have not touched my investments. Not touched my investments. No loans. Haven't taken any money out. I've rode every possible downturn, inflation, COVID, not touched my investments. Today, my 401k over the last 10 years is averaging 12.33%. My brokerage account till this day is averaging over 14% returns, compounded daily. Guys, investing into assets will make small time retail investors like me wealthy. It will make small time investors like you wealthy. And guys, just let me state the fact I am not a financial advisor. I'm just sitting here talking about what I do, what I invest in. I invest in this fund because it is a big boy, blue chip growth fund that has made me a lot of money. Do your research. If you're on the sideline and you're not an investor, do your research. Start investing your money. One of the main reasons individuals are struggling right now, today in 2024, and people are broke and living paycheck to paycheck, is because they don't have assets. They're dependent upon a paycheck. If you're dependent upon a paycheck, you are one missed paycheck away from financial ruin. If all you have is a paycheck, you are one missed paycheck away from financial ruin. So my advice, personal advice to everybody, if you're not investing into assets, you need to start investing into assets. You need to get out of debt and start investing into assets. Years ago, about 10, 11 years ago, me and my wife started the Dave Ramsey Snowball. Now we did the snowball from Dave Ramsey. We didn't do the whole plan verbatim because there are some things with the Dave Ramsey plan that we didn't personally agree with, and but we did the snowball, and we paid off all of our consumer debt except our home. And basically, what his snowball plan is, you list your debt smallest to largest, and you just chop that tree down, limb by limb, just chop that tree down. And that's what we did. And it got us out of consumer debt, guys. Guys, I can't tell you how freeing, how peaceful it is to not be swimming in consumer debt. I don't have car payments. I got a motorcycle. I don't have a motorcycle payment. I got two vehicles, and I don't drive hoopties, guys. I don't drive hoopties. Got a 2018, a 2015. They're not hoopties. My motorcycles are 2010s, not a hoopty. But I pay cash for everything I drive. If I lose my job today, the repo man is not coming to get anything. I got the titles in my name. They're paid for. That is so mentally freeing when you don't have debt, when you don't have consumer debt. I can do anything and just pay my mortgage. I love my job. I love what I do. I get paid very well. But if I was to walk in tomorrow and they said, Frank, we're going to go in another direction, I mean, it's fine. I mean, it'll suck, but I'm prepared for it because I have 2 years of household expenses stashed away in a high yield savings account. I got a 401k with a hefty amount of money in it. I got a brokerage account with a hefty amount of money in it. So I'd be okay. It'll suck if I lost my job, but I'll be okay. My lifestyle is not going to change. I'll be able to survive. But guys, 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't like this because I was broke as a joke, without a pot to piss in, as they say. But I just got tired of living paycheck to paycheck, broke and in debt. Something had to change, and I had to start making those changes. Me and my ex-wife, we did it together. Even though we're divorced now, she is still consumer debt free. I am still consumer debt free. She's building her wealth. I'm building my wealth. It can be done, guys, but you have to be intentional about your money. You have to get out of debt. You have to save. You have to invest your money. Because as long as you owe other people and you're making them rich, you will not make yourself wealthy. So, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today to my talk on why I invest in the S&P 500 index fund and how that index fund is taking me to wealth. I implore you guys to do your homework. If you're not investing, get off the sideline. Get in the market, guys. Guys, you got people out there that they swear by real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like real estate like that. I mean, I got my primary home. I love my home, but I don't like real estate like that. Real estate doesn't excite me. So I don't. Besides my personal home, I probably will never invest in real estate. I'll probably never buy rental properties because it's just not what I'm into. I don't like real estate like that. It doesn't make me excited. Investing into the stock market makes me excited. I love looking at these companies. I love seeing, what the new products and what they're coming out with. I love looking at their sales trends, their profit trends, what they're making, in profits, I like hearing what they're talking about for, down the road, what they're trying to do, the innovations they're trying to come out with. That's what I enjoy. I love researching companies, you know, that's what I like. I like doing that. So that's where I'm going to put my money. And can't nobody tell me anything different. That's what I'm going to do with my money. But you got people that love real estate, and that's okay. You have to do what's best for you. I like the stock market. So that's where I'm going to put my money in the stock market. I like the stock market. That it excites me. I like when the market goes up and down. Like for instance, tell you a quick story. Like last week, I had a guy that said I helped him. It's a buddy I work with, another manager that I work with, and I helped him open up a Roth IRA. And he the other day when the market went down, he said, "Man, I lost $300 this week." I said, "300? And you telling me you lost $300? I lost thousands. I lost thousands, and you telling me you lost 300?" I said, "I'm telling you like this: if that $300 is bothering you, you just need to get out the market. Just put your money in a money market account or something, because it's going to be days you may lose 1,000, 2,000, or thousands like I did. But you know what? I got the stomach for it. I got the stomach for it. It doesn't bother me because I know with the research that I have done that it takes endurance in the stock market. It takes endurance. And like I told my friend, I was like, man, I told you before you open this account, you have to be in this for the long haul. You're not going to get rich overnight. You're not going to get wealthy overnight. You have to be in this for the long haul. I'm in it for the long haul. I hope to not have to touch. My goal is to live off my brokerage account once I'm done working. I hope to never have to touch my 401k and just let it keep growing and all the way into my 70s and 80s. You know, hope to never touch it because I know the longer it sits and grows and compounds, the more money is going to be there that I can leave my grandkids, my kids, things of that nature. So, you know, but I started investing late because nobody taught me about investing, guys. Nobody taught me about investing. So I started late. I started when I started investing. The first company that I'm with now was the first company I've ever worked with that had a 401k. So I've been in the 401k for 10 years, even though I've been with the company for 14. But still was kind of weary about the market. Yeah, I've been in I've had my broker's account for 12 years. But like I said, when I opened it up, I was just kind of like playing with it, still kind of like scared to put a whole lot of money in it. But started late, but so I had to really play catch up. But stock market is doing good for me now. So, like I say, people got their own niche. Don't let nobody talk you into investing in real estate. That's not what you want to do. And like I said, with me, like real estate doesn't excite me. So I'm real estate's not my thing. Doesn't really excite me. The stock market excites me because I know I have nerves of steel. If the stock market plummets, like last week it plummeted, job report came out. It was real soft. So S&P lost probably like 2%. Didn't bother me any. Then today it was up over 1%. I mean, but that's what's going to happen in the market. I think about that quote that Mark Morgan Housel had in the book, The Psychology of Money, and I totally recommend that book. Like he said, you know, the volatility you have in the market, that's the price of admission for long-term great gains. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Because like anything else, nothing worth having is going to come easy. It's going to be some headaches. It's going to be some days you're sweating when the market is just, making moves. You don't know why it's making these moves. But that's the price you pay for admission, like Morgan Housel says. It's the price you pay for admission to have long-term great returns. Just leave it. Like I told my buddy, dude, don't watch it. Don't look at it. Just leave it and let it grow. You are going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So, guys, that's my talk about the S&P 500 Index Fund and why I invest in that big boy blue chip fund. So, guys, remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. Just want to say hello to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate the support. And with that, guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I am out. Hello, everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you.